Hello, hello. It's Tidbits from the Love Notes. How we doing? Well, it's the holiday season. Yeah. I got flowers yesterday. Yeah, I sure did. Burgundy and white. Yeah. Beautiful, right? And the message today for Tidbits comes from James chapter 1:27, and it's also in Romans chapter 12. And um, and it's about caring for others and being transformed, not really being about the world, being about what God has put upon our hearts to be like. So the heading for this is let love know us, Let God know us, all righty? We can do it. We can do it. We really can. And we shared past days about being a believer. We talked about that, being a believer in our loving God and His Son, that sacrifice that was made from us. Because we can say, oh, we've been done so much wrong stuff in our lives. There's no chance for us. Yes. Yes, that sacrifice was made for us. And so that's what we talked about last time. And so, truth be told, we want and need our loving God to know us, to like know us and to know us. And can you imagine loving God not knowing us? Can you imagine God not knowing us? And what that means is that we would get no help. We would get no help. We'd be left alone. We don't get help we don't know what's up. And then when things occur that we can't handle, God says, I don't know you. I don't know you. You've ignored me. And so we must not pull away from God and say, like, I don't want to have any parts of God. I don't want to be involved in that. I'm about me making money. This is about myself, and I'm the main thing, and I don't want to hear about no God. Now, I'm saying that we must strive to follow the directives of love God, because we need that, and basically to be fair in our lives, and to not follow wrong things, and to be fair and do what's right, and then be merciful. These are the things that are a part of being a part of God, that you follow the directives, which are to do right and to be fair, and also to be merciful. If other people make mistakes, show forgiveness, give them a pass. We've gotten a pass for all the wrong stuff we'd have done. We truly have gotten a pass. We have. And so, and also be humble and take low to God. I know when I'm out and about, when things go really right for me, I'm always lifting it up for God, and saying, it's not me. I couldn't handle this, and look at this, how this is going. It's God that's doing it. And avoid thinking about that we handle everything, that it's us. This is all about us. And try to think about God and remember that God is with us all the time. Don't think about that He's not there. Even though we might feel that way sometimes, feel alone, God is always there, and always there in our presence. And try to talk with God and talk with others more about God than about ourselves and what we did. All right, so I know that it's important to let you know that we can't run. Sometimes we can think, well, look, I could just run from God. Just don't pay any attention. Just get away from God. Just get away from God and don't be around Him. But we can't run from God. We can't do it. And if we do, and we keep on going and keep on getting more distant and doing directives that are led by us, what happens is we're a stranger to God. We're a stranger to God, and God really doesn't know us. And when we really are in need of God to be there, we just don't have it. We see other people that know God and how things work out for them, and we notice that we don't know the love of God, and everything is just a put down. We just say, this is a sham. I can't figure this out. Oh, I'm really messed up. And we don't know God, and God is just not there for us. We're just lost. God doesn't know us, and we can't do it all because we don't know all that's going to happen. So, excuse me, an everyday story for me is I was out giving kindness bags in a location. I was giving out kindness bags to a lot of strangers. That's called random acts of kindness. You're just taking things around to various people. And so I was out and about, and this man grabbed me and squeezed me. And I didn't know the man. And I was in a place that wasn't necessarily a wide open place. It was just in a place that God had led me to go to take some bags of kindness, some treats, some very healthy treats and waters and drinks and nicest things I could find, that I could share with others to let them know that they are loved and cared about. And so this man grabs me and he's holding on to me and he won't let me go, and I didn't know the man. It didn't. It hit me. I wasn't really afraid because I know God is there, but I really felt kind of weird because I didn't know who this man was, and he was grabbing me and holding on to me, and so basically, long story short, I did get away from the man. I did get myself away out of his arms. And so I went to an area further away where there were some good people that I knew. And I told them that what had happened to me. And they directed me to take my Cooper, which is my Mini Cooper car. They said, well, instead of parking over there in that area where there are all these strange people that are meandering around that you don't know, here, we'll give you a nice spot and you can park up close to this building and be safe, because you really don't need to be in the arms of strangers, because everyone doesn't know God, and many people have their own agenda. And so I'm just saying, I have been following the directives of God. That's why I'm doing this station now. That's why I'm doing this, because God has directed me to do it. And so here I got moved just like that to a safe place. And now I don't have that problem anymore because I've been basically trying to follow the directives of God. And when I needed God, God was there for me, because look what happened. I got moved to a safe place and I'm okay. I knew God and God knew me. And God can know all of us. So we just have to stay close to our loving God, because we never know when something will come up that we can't straighten out ourselves and we can't keep ourselves safe. We can do it. Yes, we can. We can do it. So the tidbits are, as I said in the beginning, from James chapter 1 and Romans chapter 1. Care for other people. Know God. Be transformed into not being like the world, but being being the qualities of a loving God as close as we can. And this is tidbits from the Love Notes. So glad I got a chance to share with you today. Happy holidays, and we'll talk again really soon. Alrighty, bye bye.